think there is an incredible amount of talk about social media, and obviously social media in crisis, because there have been so many cases of social media crises and crises that have gotten multiplied because of social media. So I think there is so much talk about it that I think everybody wants the ultimate tips, or a list of 10 tips of what to do and what not to do. And inevitably, when something like that happens, it seems that people want to walk away with a bag of tricks or a bag of tips. And I think we had a wonderful mix of people and speakers today that provided a different perspective, from case study to really more nuts and bolts of tools and techniques. Where I come from, because my background is really crisis management, risk, and business continuity, I see social media as one more factor, one more phenomena for companies and organizations to actually address the subject as strategically as possible. Yes, social media adds a very challenging factor to companies and organizations when they respond, but in essence, they still have to manage stakeholders, manage perceptions with the same amount of care and the same amount of reflection as they would do anyway. What is the difference with social media is they need more resources to do it, because it's happening so fast, it is so broad, so wide, without any boundaries, that it takes a lot of resources and takes a lot of professionals to be able to do it properly. You can't just dabble in it, you can't just be an amateur in it. You really need to look at it properly before you have a crisis, manage it properly, and then put it part of your strategic mix of communication tools in managing and responding to the crisis. But by no means should it be a knee-jerk reaction. Oh my God, everybody's on Twitter. Oh my God, everybody's on Facebook, therefore let's respond. So 3 actions. The first one, for sure, is assess the risk, see where your threats and where you're most vulnerable. Try to rank and rate those vulnerabilities so that you can put most of the efforts where you are most vulnerable. From that, put in place a certain amount of procedures, competencies, and response mechanisms that befit your organization, the size of your organization. And of course, that includes communication, includes the choice of spokesperson, how you're going to tackle internal and external communication, and of course, social media. And last but not least is practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. It is valid in every discipline, but for sure with crisis management.